Welcome to CareWiseSenior, your trusted source for navigating health in your golden years. Today, we're tackling a critical topic that every woman over 50 and their loved ones needs to understand. Why women in this age group face a significantly higher risk of stroke. It's a sobering reality, but one that, with the right knowledge, can be managed and mitigated. Meet Cora, a vibrant woman in her early 50s. Like many, she's been noticing subtle changes, occasional dizziness, a fleeting moment of confusion, attributing them to stress or just getting older. But these seemingly minor symptoms could be whispers of a much larger concern. By the end of this comprehensive guide, you'll understand the unique physiological and lifestyle factors contributing to this heightened risk, recognize the often overlooked warning signs, and most importantly, learn actionable strategies to protect your brain health. This isn't just about statistics, it's about empowering you to take control of your well-being. Let's begin by addressing the elephant in the room. The stark reality that stroke is a leading cause of death and disability, and unfortunately, women, particularly after menopause, bear a disproportionate burden. Studies show that while men tend to have strokes at a younger age, women not only have more strokes overall, but also experience more severe outcomes and higher mortality rates. Why this disparity? The answer lies significantly in our hormones, specifically estrogen. Before menopause, estrogen offers a protective effect on the cardiovascular system. It helps keep blood vessels flexible, maintains healthy cholesterol levels, and helps regulate blood pressure. However, as women transition through menopause, estrogen levels plummet. This decline is not just about hot flashes. It's a profound physiological shift that directly impacts heart and brain health. Without estrogen's protective shield, arteries can stiffen, blood pressure tends to rise, and LDL, the bad cholesterol, often increases. This creates a more fertile ground for plaque buildup and clot formation, key precursors to stroke. Cora, for example, recently had a routine checkup where her blood pressure was slightly elevated, a new development she hadn't anticipated. She dismissed it, thinking it was just a bad day, unaware of the deeper hormonal shifts at play. Understanding these hormonal dynamics is the first crucial step in recognizing your personal risk profile. Beyond general risk factors like age and family history, women over 50 face several unique and often underestimated contributors to stroke. Let's delve into these specific areas. Firstly, hypertension, or high blood pressure, is a silent killer. While it affects both genders, women tend to develop it later in life, but with potentially more severe consequences. After menopause, women are more susceptible to isolated systolic hypertension, where only the top number is high, which is a significant stroke risk factor. Regular monitoring, ideally at home, is crucial. Cora, after her elevated blood pressure reading, decided to start tracking it daily, a simple step that gave her valuable data. Secondly, atrial fibrillation. Asterisk, an irregular heart rhythm, is another major concern. Women with AFib are at a higher risk of stroke than men with AFib, and their symptoms can be more subtle, often manifesting as fatigue or shortness of breath rather than obvious palpitations. Screening for AFib, especially if you experience unexplained tiredness, is vital. Thirdly, diabetes. Women with diabetes have a higher stroke risk than men with diabetes, and they often experience worse outcomes. Strict blood sugar control is paramount. Fourthly, migraine with aura. This specific type of migraine, characterized by visual disturbances or other neurological symptoms before the headache, is a significant, often overlooked stroke risk factor, particularly for women over 50. If you experience these, discuss it with your doctor. Fifth, preeclampsia and gestational diabetes. If you had these pregnancy-related complications, your long-term risk of heart disease and stroke is significantly elevated. This history is a powerful predictor. Finally, autoimmune diseases like lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, which are more common in women, can cause inflammation that damages blood vessels, increasing stroke risk. A common mistake is dismissing these historical or subtle symptoms, attributing them to other factors. Be proactive in discussing your full medical history with your healthcare provider. Beyond biological factors, our daily habits and even societal roles play a significant part in stroke risk for women over 50. Let's explore how. Firstly, chronic stress. Women often bear higher emotional and caregiving burdens, whether it's caring for aging parents, grandchildren, or managing household demands, leading to chronic stress. This sustained stress elevates blood pressure and inflammation, both major stroke contributors. Cora found herself constantly overwhelmed, juggling her career and family needs, often neglecting her own well-being. Recognizing this is the first step towards mitigation. Secondly, diet and exercise. While important for everyone, women over 50 face unique challenges. Metabolic changes can make weight management harder, and bone density concerns might deter certain types of exercise. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, coupled with a balanced exercise routine including strength training and cardio, is crucial. Thirdly, smoking and alcohol consumption. The effects of smoking are particularly detrimental to women's cardiovascular health, increasing stroke risk by 2 to 4 times. Excessive alcohol intake also contributes to high blood pressure and other risk factors. If you smoke, quitting is the single most impactful step you can take. Fourthly, sleep apnea. This condition, where breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep, is often underdiagnosed in women. Symptoms can be subtle, like morning headaches or fatigue, rather than loud snoring. Untreated sleep apnea significantly increases stroke risk. Fifth, social isolation and depression. These are more prevalent in older women and are linked to poor health outcomes, including increased risk of stroke. Maintaining social connections and addressing mental health are vital. To combat these, consider actionable steps. Incorporate mindfulness or meditation for stress reduction. Find an exercise routine you enjoy. Seek support for quitting smoking, and discuss sleep issues with your doctor. Cora, inspired by her growing awareness, decided to join the walking group and started a simple meditation practice, actively working to reduce her stress levels. Understanding risk factors is crucial, but equally vital is knowing how to recognize the warning signs of a stroke. While the classic FAST acronym, face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty, time to call 911, is universally important, women often experience atypical or more subtle symptoms that can be easily missed or dismissed. These include sudden and severe headache without a known cause, general weakness or extreme fatigue, nausea or vomiting, dizziness or loss of balance, and changes in mental status such as confusion, disorientation, or memory problems. Imagine Cora, now more aware, reflecting on a time she experienced sudden, overwhelming fatigue and confusion that lasted for an hour, which she has simply attributed to being tired. This could have been a transient ischemic attack, or thanks in advance, often called a mini-stroke, which is a critical warning sign that a full-blown stroke may be imminent. TIAs should never be ignored, as they are strong predictors of future stroke. If you or someone you know experiences any of these symptoms, even if they resolve quickly, it's an emergency. Time is brain. Every minute counts. Do not wait to see if symptoms improve. Call emergency services immediately. Being able to identify these signs, both typical and atypical, can be the difference between life and irreversible disability. Empower yourself and your community with this knowledge. Now that we've identified the risks and warning signs, let's focus on empowerment, proactive prevention, and management. This is where you take control. Firstly, regular medical checkups are non-negotiable. This means not just an annual physical, but discussing your specific risk factors with your doctor. Advocate for comprehensive screenings, including blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, and potentially an EKG or echocardiogram if AFib is suspected. Don't hesitate to ask about hormone replacement therapy if it's a consideration for you, but understand its complex relationship with stroke risk, requiring a personalized discussion with your physician. Cora, armed with her newfound knowledge, had a detailed conversation with her doctor, sharing her family history, past preeclampsia, and recent symptoms. Together, they developed a personalized prevention plan, including regular blood pressure monitoring and the referral to a nutritionist. Secondly, medication adherence. If you've been prescribed medications for high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, or AFib, taking them exactly as directed is paramount. Consistency can dramatically reduce your stroke risk. Thirdly, lifestyle optimization. Reinforce a heart-healthy diet. Think Mediterranean style, rich in antioxidants and healthy fats. Incorporate at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise weekly, alongside strength training. Manage stress through techniques like yoga, meditation, or spending time in nature. Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. Finally, be your own health advocate. Don't be afraid to ask questions, seek second opinions, and demand to be heard by your healthcare provider. Your health journey is unique, and you are its most important champion. Remember, prevention is not a one-time event. It's a lifelong commitment to your well-being. In summary, we've covered the critical reasons why women over 50 face a higher stroke risk. From the profound impact of hormonal shifts post-menopause to unique risk factors like preeclampsia and migraine with aura, and the influence of lifestyle and social determinants. We've also highlighted the importance of recognizing both classic and atypical stroke warning signs, and most importantly, empower you with actionable strategies for proactive prevention and management. Remember Cora's journey from subtle symptoms and unawareness to informed action and a personalized health plan. Her story is a testament to the power of knowledge and advocacy. Your brain health is paramount, and understanding these nuances is your best defense. We hope this comprehensive guide has been invaluable. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with the women in your life, and leave a comment below with your questions or experiences. Your engagement helps us reach more people who need this vital information. Don't forget to subscribe to CareWiseSenior for more expert health insights tailored for your golden years. Thank you for watching. Your health is your wealth, and staying informed is the first step to a vibrant, healthy future. Up next, we'll be discussing stroke symptoms in men over 50 you should never ignore. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.